am I supposed to do with all this stuff? I don't know. Wheelbarrow full of Jag parts. That happens every day. This thing. Holy shit. Oh, hello folks. Got myself a bit of a new project here today. Actually a bit of a series of projects. We've got ourselves a wheelbarrow full of Jaguar iPace parts. So why don't you guys go and watch a funny cat video, and I'll go and unpack this stuff out of here onto the only bit of free space that I have left, which happens to be my welding bench, which is of course ideally suited for complex power electronics. Ooh, it's plain. Ooh. Starfighter or something. And yeah, so we'll come back to you then when we when we figure out what we're supposed to do with all this stuff. Ah, cables. What's that? Oh, that's a charging port. Yes, it is. Okay. Down on the floor. Kind of weird octopus thing. Ooh, Jaguar. It's got a cat symbol on it, so that's gotta be good. Get in there. Okay. Oh, let me get the weld spatter out of there. What else? Oh no. More cable. Okay. This over here, I suppose. Oh. Right. I suppose we can leave all the cables. Well, I want to get the cables out because we got to get the wheelbarrow out of here. So yeah, okay. Right. Here down. You can just hang them on the welding magnets. Oh, that's perfect. Right. Knew my welding magnets would be good for something. Oh, not like I can weld. Let's see. Another charging port. It's CCS though. Oh, no CCS. Oh, there is CCS. Hang on. Is there CCS in here? Yay, CCS. Of course there is. Right. It only makes about 5 CCS things that need to be packed right now, so yay for that. Right. Let's get a wheelbarrow out of here. Right. Wheelbarrow. Yes, wheelbarrow. And I might be able to move around a bit. People wonder why I have no space. This is why. Jaguar parts. Well folks, here we are. My welding bench is now covered with Jaguar parts. I should also point out, we have a Jaguar motor. Better have a look at that. Jaguar motor. And I believe this is a front drive motor, not 100% sure. It looks like a what's the name of it? An air conditioning compressor is bolted to the front of that cat, and it's got one of its paws wrapped rather protectively around my old DC motor from the E39. So let's have a look on the bench and try to identify what's here. I think this thing is the inverter. This thing could be a battery charger. This thing is a charging port. Don't know what the thing with all the cables out of it is. I'm guessing that's a some kind of a high voltage junction box. The thing in there I've no idea about. Could be a DC-DC converter. And that thing is a high voltage heater, according to the sticker on it. So all this stuff has been very kindly donated to me for the purposes of reverse engineering. So not like I don't have enough reverse engineering projects going on, but hey, more is always better. So we also got some cables. Try and just organize them a little bit better. I'll get you guys in here then and see if we can brackets work out. So right. Anyway, this thing I'm pretty sure is the inverter, and it's quite compact actually. So let's go have a look at that. So from what I'm told, this guy is the front motor inverter. No idea about the power capability of this thing. No idea at all about what goes on in here, but we'll have to obviously work that out. But we do have 3-phase AC and high voltage DC coming in here. And looks like how many pins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 7, looks like a 28 pin connector on here for control signals. So presumably there's some CAN and some other signals going on in there for that one. So we're going to need to get, I guess, a wiring diagram and then try to see where we're going to go with this. This kind of bulkier unit here, I'm guessing, is the battery charger. It might be, it might not be. We've got some liquid cooling. Looks like 2 high voltage connectors here. I guess it could be a control box, I don't know. 3 data connections or signal connections of some type. Another high voltage connection here. This guy here, I'm pretty sure, is a high voltage junction box. Now the thing in here, well, let's see if I can grab this here because it's kind of got a bit of bracketry going on here. Oh, come on, up you get. I'm going to guess that this is a DC-DC converter because I've got what looks like a 12 volt battery, positive, cable here. I've got some signal cables that have been chopped off, and I have, what have I got? Some high voltage here, Hock Spanung obviously, and some coolant lines. So I'm guessing this is a DC-DC converter made in Korea according to the sticker on there. So too many parts. Some control valves, coolant lines, don't know what else is kind of going on there. But this is our kind of Jaguar parts haul. Box in here actually does say that it's a high voltage heater made by Webasto. 250 to 450 volts, 12 volt control voltage, and 7 kilowatts of toe warming heat. So yeah, that's going to be useful. As I say, we got control loom, some more 12 volt cables by the look of it, and nearly all of the high voltage cables. So I guess once we get started on this project, what we will do is we will focus in on this duty here, the inverter, as we would like to make that motor spin. So if anyone has any data on this inverter in particular, do please let me know, as it would be much appreciated. So things like wiring diagrams and stuff like that. So folks, that is it's a very quick little introduction onto our big cat project. Not going to be happening soon because I've got a ton of other stuff going on at the minute that I have to deal with first. But we do have all this stuff now in our possession. And we will be gathering some information and doing a kind of background tasks on this between working out how to get the motor work. Presumably this is the charger. We'll see about getting that to work and the rest of this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Like I said, just a quick intro. We will be calling this the Big Cat project, and so as always, don't forget to dislike, do not share, unsubscribe, do not check the links in the description for interesting things, and whatever you do, do not support me on Patreon or PayPal. Then I'll just do more of this kind of work. I mean, that's crazy. So, I guess that's it for today. And until next time, I guess happy Jaguar hacking.